Is everyone ready now? Yeah. Wonderful. Everyone is ready now. You just keep that, okay? I won't say anything. We won't discuss about that right away, straight away. We'll keep it and then we will come back to that. But how many of us, just by indication, how many of us, if you want to put your hands up, you're very, very certain you know exactly your life purpose? Not exactly, because this is not really about unlocking your purpose, but we've done programs like that. And after this, we'll do something on that, unlocking your authentic identity and life purpose. But for the moment, how many of us are really confident that we know exactly our key message, our core message? How many of us, you can just raise your hands, who we are, identity, and we are confident that we're going to deliver this. Prisca, tu es sûr que tu te connais bien et tu connais ton message, que tu vas, comment on dit, deliver? Comment on dit deliver, Sarah? Hmm. Est-ce que c'est déclaré? Can you all hear me?
Yes.
Sarah, how do you do deliver? Sarah, how do you say you are muted? Que tu vas donner à le monde. Sarah, are you there? She's not there. That's fine. Perfect. So I think let me just check. I have just gone.
I'm here.
All right, perfect. That's fine.
Sorry, Dr. I'm here.
Okay, that's fine. Great. I'm gonna kick off now and let me just put this so it goes to no, let me go to speaker, sorry. I'm sorry. I'm using a completely different, perfect. I'm just gonna put speaker so you can see me while I am talking. I'm not sure. Can you see me?
Yes.
Yes, we can see.
I don't know why I cannot see myself for some reason.
You look beautiful.
Thank you, darling. I need to be able to see myself because in this way, I can know if I'm off the camera or not. But I'm not off the camera, am I?
Oh, you are right in the middle. Perfect.
No,
Okay.
you are
Perfect.
perfect.
Thank you. Awesome. I've changed it now. So I think I can see myself now. Wonderful. And thank you also very much again. And yeah, I just want to say, I know this is off the class, but now I can see myself and I can see behind me, right behind me, this beautiful flower. I just want to thank the wonderful flower. It was a Christmas gift. Thank you. I couldn't see that before. And I'm sure, I'm very grateful. So I ought to mention that. Yeah. Thank you so much, darling. It's so beautiful. I've changed what I used to have there. Yeah, because I definitely love yours more. Wonderful. Wonderful. Thank you all again. Beautiful, amazing ladies. We're just going to do a recap, okay? We've been here. It's been an incredible 6 weeks. We are always here. I think we've got to catch up with Flora, but we are almost always here. We're going to do some new programs actually, and we'll keep you updated once we start the new programs. Okay, but we just want you to know that we are here to serve you. Feel free to reach out, feel free to get in touch. If there's any particular program you think it's very important, you would love to know more about, you want us to deliver, please reach out to us, get in touch with us. We are always here and happy to serve you. We've been looking at public speaking. I'm going to speak slowly, I promise. And maybe Sarah can translate, or I'll do my best to do a brief translation once I've finished speaking in English. We've been looking at public speaking. A lot of people, unfortunately, are so afraid to speak out. It's simply speaking. All of us have been speaking. We speak to one another. We speak to our friends. We speak at our homes. You come to Voice of Nations, you speak to us. You are super confident when speaking. But unfortunately, a lot of people tend to have that pride when they need to speak to the public, especially we saw at the beginning. Many of you said one thing you're thinking, you don't know them. What would they be thinking? And what if you make a mistake? And all of this fear. But I'm so happy that most of us here now are super confident. We know that what is very important, or the core of everything we are doing, is that message. It will transform lives. It will save some people. Your message is so important. As much as you are the vessel, of course, we need to keep it. You have to be integral. You have to be able to protect that message. If you're damaged, maybe physically, mentally, emotionally, you will not be intact to deliver that powerful message that you've been blessed and gifted with. So as much as I always place emphasis on your message, be your vessel to care for it, to nurture it, to nourish it, to appreciate it, to trust it, to be confident about you, who is the vessel, who is the one delivering this message, is so important, so that your message can be delivered in its entirety, and it can be delivered as it was, destined to be delivered. Sometimes, like we said, there are three key components when it comes to communication, whatever communication. Public speaking is communication. We are speaking to two or more people, it becomes public. Of course, smaller groups is not really public, okay, maybe like larger and all of that, but you're no longer speaking to yourself. You're no longer, once there's a few people. So we talk about the core element. We have either the sender. You might not necessarily be the sender. Someone may be sending you and you are just the messenger. Okay, so in that case, we could call it messenger. All right. Then we have the message and the recipient, or the receiver, the one who receives the message, the one who is, the recipient of the message, where we want to give the message. And what we said, the core of every communication, these are the three core pillars or three core elements. If one is missing, then communication is not complete. You can get your message. If it's within you, you're not communicating with anybody. You have some incredible individuals. I said they've become like libraries. Libraries never move. You need to come to me as a library. You get all the resources and knowledge that you desire, but the library will never move to you. So some of us have become like libraries, and people don't know about us, so they will not come to that library. Why the physical libraries in the world, people know about them. There are people there who are working there. We'll talk about the books they have, will guide people. You don't want to be a library. You were born to share your wisdom, your knowledge with the world. You need to go out. You need to reach out, and you are taking that message that has been gifted, that has been entrusted to you, to share with whoever is destined to receive this message, who is the recipient. The one who is receiving might receive to go impact the life of others. And the key thing is understanding. We said the foundational pillar of every communication. If there is no understanding, we might as well say no communication has taken place. You can be talking. Imagine children. Let me take, for example, our beautiful, amazing children. When they were just born, they were babies. They will speak anyway. When they cry, you understand them, isn't it? They need attention, even though you might not quite figure out what they want. But imagine how difficult it becomes, why mothers become so worried. A child keeps crying. They don't know what they want. They keep crying. They search there, they look there, and all of that. That's what will happen if we are not clear, isn't it? Or imagine a child babbling. Just great. That child knows I'm communicating. I'm talking to mommy. Mommy has not understood that child. Mommy cannot really do anything. Am I right? So I want us to think about it. Even if, like, I come here, we just had a session today, and Latoya was just telling me as well, Sarah, that she did not understand anything. Sarah and myself were just talking about this. And I said, honestly, maybe we're going to give feedback. It was with the city council. We have a program, the program where we are funded to deliver tablets and some SIM cards, Wi-Fi devices to our incredible beneficiaries. And honestly, it's like he just came to speak to us. Whether you understood or you don't understand, or you do not understand, is irrelevant. Sarah, am I right? I'm sorry. I mean, we are streaming live. I don't want to say anything, but I hope somebody, it's not a negative. Okay, I'm just using it to teach. Please pardon me if you're from the city council and you hear this. We are hoping to give you feedback anyway, that you were so fast. Was super fast, super fast. We had 30 minutes. And he had a lot of things to deliver within 30 minutes. So if you had to stop him, we would not complete the thing in the 30 minutes. But honestly, it was so fast. We could get some dates, we could get some. And then forgetting to understand, like I said, I mean, if I'm fast, please slow me down. There are some people whose first language is not English. If I go, I'm speaking to a community that does not have English as their first language, I cannot speak the way I'm speaking to people whose English is their first language, or even though it's not their first language, they are very, confident. They speak English well. They are professionals. They are graduates. I will speak to them differently. If I'm going to speak to children, I will speak to them differently as well. Because my goal is that they understand me. If they don't understand me, then what I'm delivering to them is of no use. It's like, take for example, if the message, okay, you are still the messenger, you are still sender, whatever we want to put it. Let's use Messenger. Let's stick with Messenger. You're going to deliver a device, a product, okay? Your message, you're not really delivering a message. And I heard about this story that I will share. You're going to deliver a device, maybe a tablet, to a grandmother in an African village who has never seen a tablet in their life. If you don't communicate effectively, you just hand the tablet. What it's all about, I bet you the tablet would as well be of no use to that grandmother. I heard about this story. An incredible grandmother was gifted an iPad by one of her granddaughters from the United States of America. Beloved, I don't know if there was nobody there to explain. This amazing grandmother took it, it's so, and she was slicing her vegetables. She said they should take photos on the iPad tablet. She thought it was some sort of I don't know, Western cutting board. Do you see what I mean? That grandmother had never seen an iPad. Even though maybe it's not a true story, but I mean, it was a true story, honestly. I heard about that. I think it was from a part in a village in the southwest of Cameroon. But I mean, is the lesson behind this? When purpose for anything is not known, abuse is inevitable. When we don't know our purpose, people will abuse us, will abuse ourselves, will allow others to abuse us, knowingly or unknowingly. That's why it says, my people perish for lack of knowledge. Knowledge is important, knowledge of who you are. So it's not really that it's something so strange. Maybe it's because in an iPad, we know about an iPad, but a mother doesn't know an iPad. Take a 3-month-old child. A 3-month-old child haven't got a great knowledge of the purpose of a phone, or even a 2-month. If you give a child, a 2-month-old child, an iPhone, whatever, I bet the first thing they'll put it in their mouth. Start biting it, playing with it, hit it on the floor. Is that child evil? Is that child wicked? No. They don't know the purpose of a phone. So let me not even go further to that grandmother. They're going to play with it until they get bored. Then they look for the next thing to destroy and damage. For them, the thing is just as a toy. But as they start growing, then they understand, they see mom using it and calling. You see children, sometimes they hold the phone as if they are talking and all of that. So I want you to understand it's exactly the same way with our message to the world, with us speaking to the world. Whoever we have to communicate with, our goal is that we live there and ensure that we have delivered what we had to deliver in its integrity. We have not changed our message because we're afraid. We didn't change it because we had to conform. Think about you being sent to go and deliver a message of healthy eating, so you might be fit and healthy. You know how we've become so sensitive in today's world. If you say someone is fat, everyone is like, oh my goodness. But it's okay for fat people to say, you're so thin. Have you realized that? We've become so sensitive. You are tall. Oh, Sylvia, you are short. I'm not tall. Why don't we say, oh my goodness, that's really, how do they say this thing? That's so offensive. That's so insensitive to say I'm not tall. I am not tall. It's not an offense. Maybe we don't just use the short. We could say I'm not tall. But I am short, which is why I often put on heels. I started wearing heels when I met my husband, who was then my boyfriend. And I just wanted to meet up to his height a bit. Then I just kept going and going and going. And now I'm so comfortable. The truth is I'm short. There are people who are taller. Is that an offense? So imagine you go to deliver this message. You conform because people are like, oh, you don't have to be abusive. You have to be careful. You know how we live in a very fragile world. You go change your message. You want to tell people that you have to eat healthy. It's important that you eat vegetable. It's important that you eat fruits. It's important that you drink water. You give them the benefits. Have a balanced diet. And then you go there, maybe everyone there is obese. Even the person in the organization who invited you. You look at them, you start feeling worried and afraid. And you're like, I'm just going to sugarcoat this a lot so I don't hurt them, so they don't feel offended. Honestly, you're not doing them a favor. You're being authentic. You are not delivering what you want to deliver, health and well-being, the truth. You've got to be truthful. You've got to be honest. At the same time, you've got to be empathetic. You are not there to abuse, insult people, which is why I've said when you are speaking, some of the things we have looked at, use the pronouns I, we, you. I, we, you. Avoid saying you, you. So even if I step into that environment of obese people who are struggling, who are on medication to keep fit, I'll tell them honestly, the truth is you have to reduce either your intake, food intake. Yes, some of them might say, oh, it's not the food. Okay, okay. All right, let's just assume. But I'm going to tell them, you've got to maybe start exercising. You've got to walk. You've got to replace that drink, sugar and all of that with water. I've got to be honest. I've got to be empathetic at the same time. I know it's so difficult and I understand because you're that obese. You cannot start running like someone who is not obese will run. Start small, even if it's walking, even if it's just making movements. Do you see what I mean? It doesn't mean, I'll say, one thing I've noticed is that I will use myself, even if maybe I'm not obese, we are often carried away when we are, in pain, we are distressed, we are stressed. Some of us will look for comfort in food. Do you see what I mean? They are like, yeah, you get it. I'm not pointing at them. I'm talking generally about the human mind, how we function. That we are carried away and we start binge eating. We start doing things without thinking. So it's very important that we give ourselves the time to always, just be present, be intentional. Ask the question, what I'm taking now, without help me? I'm coming now to me. I'm not saying without help you. What I'm going to take today, is this really helping me? Is it taking me any way closer to my goal of being healthier, or is taking me away? Do you see that? And they are keen in, because as I'm talking about me, I'm automatically or indirectly igniting something within them. Their mind is referring to themselves as me as well. They're having a personal conversation with themselves. While I'm using me, they are inspired and guided to use me. So they are talking, having this deep inner conversation with themselves. So it's very important that you are authentic, you are genuine. If your message is about health and well-being, you cannot sugarcoat it. You cannot conform. Look at the greatest leaders in the world, someone like Martin Luther King. He will be like, kill me all you want. I will not back down on the fact that every single human on this planet is unique. No one is inferior. No one is superior. I won't back down because I'm the only Black amongst 50 million top white executives. This is the truth. I will not sugarcoat it. Why am I understand like some of you, because you've been brought up that way, you know nothing. Because of course, upbringing is so important. Some of the limiting beliefs we have now have been passed on to us without us even being aware, by our parents, by those who nurtured and fostered us or cared for us. So while some people must have just grown, those who are racist, children are not born racist. I've said this again and again. Get a small child just born, they will play with another small child without even realizing the difference in color. It's just like when they play with their friends, they might not realize what clothes they are wearing because it's irrelevant. They are so engaged with the connection, with what they want to do. So the key thing, understanding, they have to understand you. You have to be authentic. You have to be sincere. Don't change. Don't conform. Don't do it to please people, because you'll be having an internal battle with yourself. But the whole thing, you want to be empathetic. Empathetic speakers are usually inspirational. They are charismatic because people can connect with them, because they connect with people. They connect. You're like, I'm not here to just tell you what you want to do or what you have to do. I'm here to walk this journey with you. OK? Donc, j'ai fait un peu des, was it summary? Pour les mieux, bellissimo. Ah, ça, c'est italien. Donc, je disais qu'il faut savoir vraiment ton message que tu dois donner, tu dois passer à la gens, et il faut rester intègre. Il faut avoir l'intégrité quand tu passes ce message. Tu ne peux pas te changer ou changer ton message parce que les gens devant toi sont différents, ou bien tu as peur de ces gens, ils sont en train de souffrir. Peut-être tu veux aller parler à les gens qui sont obèses, qui mangent trop, et tu changes ton message parce que tu as peur. que tu vas lui, comment on dit, le blesser, non, il ne faut pas. Mais il faut être sincère, il faut être honnête, mais dans le même moment, il faut être empathique. Tu dois te mettre dans leur place, si je peux dire comme ça, ou ce chose que moi je comprends. Mais on doit travailler ensemble. Ça, c'est, comment on dit, le bénéfice, la bénéfice. Si on mange les choses qui sont, comment on dit healthy? Comment on dit healthy, Sarah? Qui donne la santé à nous. Je ne sais pas là où Sarah allée. Pardon, il n'y a pas de problème. Mais tu peux m'aider même, Igba. Comment on dit healthy en français?
Santé.
Sorry? I'm just asking how we say healthy in French. I got stuck there, I forgot. OK, pour avoir la santé, il faut être sincère, il faut être honnête, mais il faut être empathique, il faut comprendre ce que les gens ont en train de passer. Tu ne peux pas
En
comprendre
bonne
tout.
santé.
J'ai déjà dit santé, j'ai déjà utilisé santé, but there is another way you say it,
Um,
isn't it? OK,
Sain. Yeah, okay.
yeah, is it sain? Pour la sain.
Yeah, sain, yeah.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. Wonderful. And you've got to be honest, a bit douce, not pas douce, empathetic. C'est ça qu'on dit, non? Empathetic. Il faut
Yeah.
Yeah. Même si tu ne peux pas
Empathetic.
connaître tout le problème des gens que tu vas parler avec, ou tu vas, donner ces messages, tu ne peux pas le comprendre parce que tu n'as jamais la rencontré dans ta vie, mais quand même, tu sais que les gens qui souffrent avec la santé, qu'ils ont le problème avec la santé, ou bien ils sont obèses, ils ont certaines caractéristiques que c'est commun, c'est, comment on dit? OK, je vais rester ici comme ça. Donc, c'est tout ce que j'ai dit. Il faut utiliser comme moi-même, nous, on est comme ça. Donc, c'est comme si tu ne fais pas lui, you're not judging them. Tu ne
Tu ne juges pas.
Tu ne le juges pas et tu ne fais pas la condamnation aussi, condemnation.
Good.
I'm going to stop here, all right? And with these key things in place, and again, what I've said, another thing to help you to deliver your message without fear, knowledge of who you are. Who are you? Why are you doing this? When you are delivering the message, the purpose for which you live, it's incredible. It's amazing. I cannot emphasize this. It's easy because you are that person. You become who you are created to become. It's like you are a woman. I'm a woman. I become a woman when I grow up. Okay. I'm not talking of those who decide they want to conform. And I say, oh, because I don't feel this way. Again, like I said, when you are speaking, it's not about feeling. Remember, we said this. It's not about feeling. It's about truth. It's about truth. Avoid the word feeling. We live in a world today where a lot of people use the word feeling, but the truth is, if you go somewhere, especially people who are really expert in their subjects, people who are highly educated, even though now they begin to speak the language, highly educated doesn't mean that they are personally fine in their personal life. They are thriving in optimal health and well-being. As well as being rich doesn't mean you are wealthy. You have great health, you have great relationships with yourself and with others. It doesn't mean that. But what I'm saying is those who know about truth. When you come and you're talking to them, it's all about feeling, opinion. You water down your authority. Someone speaking to me like that, I listen, but then there was just something. I mean, it lacks the substance. It lacks the core. It's like you've been giving juice to go deliver, orange juice as it is. You've gone and put so much water there. And I'm like, I know orange juice. I know how it tastes. This is not orange juice. You would have just told me you're coming to give me water. While I would sit there and allow you to distribute all your orange juice, but I wouldn't take it. So some of those words that we use, honestly, you may not realize it. And again, if you know the truth, you have to deliver the truth as it is. You don't go and say, are you a man or a woman? Are you a male? I feel I'm a woman. There's a problem. Am I right? And that's why we see those who have problems, they feel they are women when they are men, or they feel they are men, they have problems. They go start changing things. Then they have serious psychological and mental problems. I make no apologies with this. I'm honest, truthful is not my opinion. Research have shown that, psychological research and all of that, how they have huge problems. Even though now we have doctors who say we are affirming and agreeing that you feel like a woman, even though you were born a man, you're a woman. I'm not going to go into that. But you see, when you start feeling there is a problem and you start relying on your feeling. And that's the thing. Depression, unfortunately, a lot of us, and we live in a world, permit me do this because when I get to this part, if I don't share this, as I'm led, I share. I know it's not about depression, but this is about speaking. I'm delivering a message. It might impact you. That's the one thing about us at Voice of Nation. We say public speaking is not superficial, it's in-depth because it transforms you as a person. So you are whole and integral to deliver your own message. Depression is usually down on feeling. There is no scientific parameter. Like you go in the hospital, they take your temperature, they take your blood pressure, they tell you this parameter is high because it's above this. There is a definite point. Based on science, based on the truth we know about the human body, it functions perfectly at this temperature. It functions so abnormally above this temperature. Something has happened. This is truth. We were not designed to, have a temperature of 38, 40 degrees. When we have that, something is going on wrong that has to be reestablished. Do you see what I mean? It's not how I feel. I might have fever. I might be so unwell. I don't say I feel, you have fever. You have a temperature. You go to the hospital, you tell them these are the problems I'm seeing, these are the symptoms. However, you can choose to speak life and truth. Though I am unwell, I speak restoration. I speak healing. I am healed because I have the power. You are not saying, do you see what I mean? When you are speaking with authority as well to deliver healing to your body, be it the negative things you have listened to, you've been depressed because people have abused you, put you down. They don't see anything good about you. So now you feel that way. Depression has got to do a lot with feelings. That's why it's so volatile. I will explain this to you. Like I said, you can never go to the hospital and they take anything on you. The only thing they can show high cortisol on your body when you're so stressed, you're depressed and all of that. But what happens? Cortisol breaks down immediately. I'm sure we have it next year. It's not last. It's not stable. So when they measure, so if you come to the hospital, what I'm saying, within 1 minute, you are so down and low and stressed. Your cortisol may be taken from your blood, take your blood. Yep, it's high. Immediately within 30 minutes, I start laughing, I'm singing, I'm happy. Behold, take my cortisol level and measure. It changes, highly reduced. Do you understand what I mean? That's not a sickness. I can't be happy today because I'm laughing. Tomorrow I'm sad. I say I'm sick. There are seasons in life. Or I lost a parent. I'm crying for the next 1 week because I'm grieving. I'm not unwell. I'm not sick. I'm expressing my human emotion of pain. So emotions cannot be used to define, give you a definite, a permanent diagnosis and start identifying you by that diagnosis. And unfortunately, a lot of us, we use feeling. When you go to the hospital, what do they ask you to take? They tell you clinically diagnosis, but it's just, they'll tell you for how long have you been feeling this way? Am I right? It's you talking your word against another person's word. I've seen cases where even it was a husband's word against the wife's word. The husband said the wife is fanatic. The wife, and unfortunately, the husband was an atheist, the wife was a Christian. The husband was a white, the wife was a black. There were so many conflicts. This girl, we worked with her, thank God help. She came out of the mental home where she was there and sectioned. It was even the husband. So it was not even the lady saying, I feel this way. The lady saying, I'm fine. God is with me. He's my strength. The husband is telling the doctors, no. Every day she's illusioned. She's depressed. She imagines things. She imagines that she's a healer. She thinks, do you see what I mean? And do you know that some people have been diagnosed depressed because of what those around them said? Do you know that? In this system we are living, based on what they say, this is how they have been feeling, this is how they speak, this is how they this, and they cry every day. Women will give birth. Some social workers go and see them. They cry every day. For goodness sake, you've just given birth the first time in your life. You can't sleep. We don't sleep, we'll be tired. But you are obliged to stay up and look after that child. How will you not be exhausted? Maybe you have no one around you. Rather than saying, can we help you in other ways? They are quick to put a definite measure. You are having postnatal depression. They start giving you drugs, which truly now change your whole system. And you truly become, unwell now. So why am I saying this? Very important when you're speaking your message, whatever you know, be truthful, be authentic. Do not water it. Do not water it. Don't go somewhere and you've got your core message based on truth. You are intimidated by those in front of you and you want to change your message. Please, please. You'll be doing whoever has sent you a disfavor. It's like they've sent you to go and deliver vegetables. You get there, everyone is upset with you. They don't like you, and you just say, "I'll just sneak to the corner shop and buy sweets for them, so they may like me." You are not delivering a message to be liked and loved by people. You are delivering it because it's your service to the world, to your workplace. They've called you to go serve in this capacity, in this moment in time. Don't seek people to like you. Don't please people. We are not sent on this earth to please people. You could never, never please human beings. Human beings can be so ungrateful. You want to try it? Please a human being 30 times, 100 times. The one time you say no, you refuse to do something, they forget about the 99 times you've been kind to them. You can't keep doing that. We are called to serve. And the truth is, when you serve, you know you are genuine, you are authentic, you are delivering that message in its entirety. You live with what we call fulfillment, satisfaction, and joy. We gave a recap again. I'm going to stop here. Then I'm going to let you now share the basics, and then we're going to move on because we want to do something really practical today. So another thing I want you to take note of as we've been talking throughout this period, like I said, you know yourself well, you know your message too well, you're super confident. You're ready for any questions. And again, nobody has monopoly of knowledge. I can't tell you I know everything in the world, which is why I read always. For me to know a lot, I read every single day in my life. Sometimes my goal is to read about 2 books a day, 2 personal development, no, not a day, a week. And then I go over some. Maybe there's so much that I need to get from it. So I want to be reminded. I can go over some books that I've read if I need to grow in that area several times. So even if they ask you questions you don't know, there's nothing to be afraid of. Wow, that's an interesting question. You know what? I've never thought about it that way. I will go do a research, look about that, and I'll get back to you. Can you give me your contact number? Can you give me your email? That's still authority. You cannot know everything. You don't live feeling low that, oh, I could not answer that question. Remember, when you're going to deliver a message, you're not going to be tested. It's not an exam. It's not whether you pass or not. When you fulfill, did you deliver the message as it was given to you and intended? That's what you have succeeded in doing. God called these eyes, placed it in this body to see. Did you see when you were in this body each time your eyes were open? Yes, period. Good and faithful servant of mine. That is fine. I'm proud of you. You fulfilled your purpose. So as you go there, knowing yourself, knowing your message is paramount. How you cannot know people, unfortunately. Sometimes do ask because it helps you prepare better. You know, like you have so many things. Maybe you are talking about health. If you know that you're going to talk to people, yes, it's about health and well-being, but none of them is for best. You will tailor your talk. You cannot be talking to people who are so thin. Maybe they even want to put on weight and you're telling them about reducing their food intake and all of that. Maybe it's something else. They have depression. So your talk will be tailored. So your message is like you are filled with message. You are filled with potential. Think about it that every single day you live is an opportunity. You are a vessel. Your cup is filled with water. Let me show you this. So it stays with you every single day, okay? This is your opportunity. Every single day in life, you're giving a brand new, message. Okay, this is a bottle. This is for today. It says you've got to live fully on 24 hours. It doesn't matter where you are in the world. You've got to utilize this, share with the world. This has been given to you by the manufacturer, the giver, in our case, our creator God. Go deliver. I'm leaving you here, sending you out in that shop because I want to serve people water who are thirsty, who need to drink. 24 hours. Do not be afraid to deliver. I cannot replenish you if you never deliver this, if you're still full. You ought to empty it. You ought to release. You ought to share. You ought to give of your gift to the world and come back so I can fill you up with new messages, new blessings, anointings, whatever. If you're Christian, you have a faith, that's how we call it. I want to fill you up. If you don't give it, you wonder why some people, they seem to be having it in abundance so much because they share, they give. There is always room to replenish them. So if you take this message, then you're going, okay, you know where, you know it's water, it will never, never change. The message is water. You cannot change it because you go and meet people now who want juice. Sorry, I'm going to call on my wonderful colleague, Sarah. She delivers juice, orange juice to people. She will come and serve you. What days are you available? I will go to those. So you should be able to even say no. You're not called to serve everyone. You are not. So you now asking, for example, what is it they are going through to understand a bit? Is it that they are thirsty? Have some of them never had a taste of water? They don't know what water tastes like. So you have an idea and you know just how you're going to deliver. Or no, they are not thirsty. Maybe they are in a hot country, I don't know, they've drunk and they just want water. They just want that refreshing, that reviver to pour on them. So you would have to ask sometimes, what are these people struggling with? Is it obesity? Is it mental health and well-being issues? Is it, I don't know, diabetes, issues with your heart, blood pressure? So you may be able to deliver, okay, in a different way, or what is relevant to them that can be applied in their lives to bring about transformation. So another way you do while you're already delivering, ask questions. It's an incredible way to connect with your audience. They don't know you. They are sitting and having all sorts of things among them. They call it icebreaker, but it's also that connection. It's also getting to know them. You're going to talk about maybe mental health and well-being. How many of you here have ever been stressed? You don't want to go straight to depression because it might be very sensitive. Have ever been stressed in their life? I'm sure everyone. How many of you are stressed right now? How many of you would love to take total control of your stress, that it doesn't control your life, but you have ultimate control over it? How many of you allow your emotions to control you every single day? So as you're putting up your hands, I'm knowing who I'm talking to. How many of you have absolute control over your emotions? Because you know that you have power and authority over what you think, over how you feel, and you don't allow your feelings and thoughts to have power over you. You ask those questions, you connect with them. Examples, if you're going to serve with people who are obese, you've never been obese, you don't want to look like the perfect whatever, give examples of those who were once obese and they came out of obesity. So they can relate, they can connect. And then the last thing, I will leave you and then we move. And I truly mean now. Acronyms. Get your talks in. We have ASDA, for example. ASDA. We all know ASDA if we live in the UK. It's a supermarket. So it's an easy acronym. And what did we say was ASDA when we're looking at the things we need to focus when we are getting to know ourselves so we can be confident when we deliver our message? Is A for achievements. What are your achievements? You've got some achievements already. You've gone through terrible things in this life, through challenges, ups and downs. Here you are today. Here you are sitting here. Come on, congratulate yourself. You are a victor. You are a warrior. You have a mindset of, I'm going to conquer. I'm going to rise up. I'm going to show up no matter how I feel or no matter what. Because I believe this is only a season in my life. This season too shall pass. So what are your achievements? And then when you put those achievements down, so you're already looking at things you've already achieved. We don't even want to start by telling you what are your strengths, because believe me or not, some people are so down. Some people have lost complete touch with themselves. They don't know themselves and they believe they have zero strength because they've been so abused and all they've seen amplified about them are their weaknesses. So what I'm telling you now, I'm not even just asking you what are your strengths. We now have identified something you've already done. You've achieved. You were down yesterday. You came here as an asylum seeker. They abused you. They did that. They did not believe you. You were broken. Yet your mindset is still intact, that you can wake up, you can give yourself a great shower, a great bath. You can still say, I'm going to move through this day. So that's an achievement. The strength there is resilience. The strength there is determination. So what strengths did you use to accomplish these achievements? Okay, you've got the achievements already. Once a winner can always be a winner. You know what strengths you've already got. And where are you going to? Now you are blocked here, but where's your destination? We are all on the path, our journey of life. We may be stuck right now, but where are you heading to? What's your ultimate goal? What's your mission to this world? What's your mandate to this world? And then A, action, proactive. I don't need to wait to react to the world. I need to start taking actions to ensure that every single day I live fully, to ensure that I am maybe sold. People use me, people drink of me. Because if not, think about the things that become expired. We just got some yogurt the other day during the Christmas season. I had a lot of family come over, my nieces, cousins, so we bought lots of stuff. I don't like going shopping like every single day, especially grocery and stuff like that. And I bought, of course, sometimes I buy more, okay? I bought some yogurts. And I did my best to buy the ones that have a long-term expiration date. And the highest one is the 16. But these incredible nieces, children of mine, of course, in holidays where they have some flexibility. I don't watch enough. You have to be healthy. You have to be that. None of them. There was like, I had other big cousins and aunties who were cooking for them. None of them ate that yogurt. Absolutely not one single yogurt was eaten. I bought about 12 Apro yogurt, the big ones. None of that was eaten. So think about it. If they don't, I just had to tell all my children, they have other yogurts they like. I told them, you people must finish this yogurt. If you don't finish this yogurt by the 16th, you're not eating anything else, because the expiration date is coming. And yogurt, milk, things like that. Imagine if that expiration date reached the 16th, nobody has eaten that yogurt, guess what? It will be useless. If our expiration date comes, which is the day we're going to exit this planet, all of us will die someday, whether we like it or not. You have not served. You've had your water stuck in you, plain small. Maybe my container is not good. They will think I'm not as posh enough. There are different brands. Okay, this one is a cheap brand. I have another expensive brand. It's not important. And you're thinking, oh, who says that brand is quality? The manufacturer. They put their brand as the best, so they made it to the world as the best. So if you know your worth, you put it out there, people will take you for that. If you don't serve and then you die, unfortunately, you die with your gifts. You die empty. You've got to die empty. You die loaded with potentials, gifts. What a waste. What a waste. So I want you to live here today. Promise yourself, I'm not going to die with these gifts. Even if it means impacting one life, I'm going to share. Because when you impact one life, it doesn't end there, believe me. It goes beyond. There's a ripple effect. Go ahead now. Ask any questions. Share what you've come to, understanding. What understanding you've come to at this point today about yourself, your core message, and how you're going to do this unapologetically. You're not going to water it down. I want to hear from you all. And if you're watching from Facebook, leave a comment, leave a message. We want to hear from you as well. Go on, my darling, phenomenal ladies. I want to hear from you. Who's going to start? Flora, you're muted. Do you want to start, darling? Sarah, who is going to start? Come on, why is everybody quiet? I've got some incredible leaders here. You all are phenomenal. I know you. I know how incredible you are. Janet, how are you? Lovely to see you.
Thank you.
Who is going to start? Who is that incredible leader who is going to start? We asked you at the beginning to pause, think about it, who you are, if you're sure of your identity, you're sure of your message to the world, and you are resolved that you're going to share this message with the world. no matter what. And then maybe just share with us. We want to hear from you. We want you to touch us. We want that ripple effect. I am thirsty to drink from your well, your spring. I am thirsty. I'm hungry for knowledge. I know you are unique. You're different from me. I want to learn from you. Please, can you help me? Don't leave here today without impacting me with that incredible knowledge and wisdom that you've been gifted by God. I want to hear from you. Please, can someone help me? I'm going to cry. You know, like children will cry and get you to do things. Please, come on, ladies. Come on. I'm going to call to share. Okay. Flora, we're going to start with you. I'm calling out. Sarah, do you want to do a quick recap in French?
I was just what if you see my video switch, so I was doing that. Maybe
Oh,
just
amazing,
for,
because they are there with you in the office. Perfect. That's perfectly fine.
it's
Amazing.
just with Priska, but I've done I was doing that straight for
Oh, amazing. Thank you. Wonderful. Who's gonna Sarah, come on, share something then we move with the others.
So I want to is it a message that
Flora is smiling already and she's unmuted. Flora, I'll start with you, darling.
I think
Flora, you can start. That's perfectly fine. You are muted, darling. You are muted. You've got to unmute yourself. Please, if you've got a comment, share with us here. We want to hear from you. You want to go on?
yes, yeah. Good afternoon, everybody.
Good afternoon, our wonderful, beautiful leader,
no.
an inspirational lady.
My name is Flora, and I'm glad to join together with you this afternoon in the session that has been delivered to us by our wonderful inspirational leader, Dr. Sylvia.
Thank you.
And I would like to ask how many of you have had a lot of speech from Dr. Sylvia?
A lot of what?
The question, please. Sorry, because
I'm asking how many of you have listened, have heard, and have been impacted by a lot of message that Dr. Sylvia has been able to present to us. Yeah, so many of us.
Could just raise your hands.
Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. I'm one of the recipients who has been part of the program that she's been hosting to us. And with the message of being able to deliver my key message to the world, no matter what happens, I've learned a lot from the public speaking session. And it has encouraged me to be whom I am today. And I am so encouraged to know that I can be able to come and deliver my message to you. My message is about hope. And there are many ways which I can be able to deliver it to you as a healthcare profession, and also spiritually as a Christian. And I know everybody has their own faith, but mainly for me, I base on the Christian aspect of it. And also, I can deliver it from the social aspect of it. So from the message that we have had today, it's actually been a key summary of how I can be able to deliver my message. One thing that has turned out very clear is, first, I need to know my message, have a key knowledge of my message. Two, I need to not conform to whatever I see happening in the crowd, or what I have seen about the people in the crowd, that will make me be able to change my message to suit the audience, because that is going to dilute my message, and therefore I will not be able to impact you as my listeners. So I have to believe in myself and stand for my message, and know that no matter what happens, I am going to deliver, and I've got to ensure that everybody has been able to perceive that message the way I intended it to be delivered, so that it can be of great impact to everybody. I've also learned that I need to be empathetic in a position where I am not going to sympathize with the people, because I will not be doing them a favor or a service. I will not be doing them a favor, but instead, I need to be empathetic in a way that I appreciate where they have come from, what they are going through, what is affecting them. Yet I stand out and being able to give them some examples of how they can be able to go through their life challenges, of how they can be able to face the situation in a different way, giving them example of what has happened, what I have seen, what they have been encountered, and ask them questions about themselves, of how they feel, and if there's any aspect of their life that has impacted in that way, but try and bring it to a conclusion by ensuring that my message, which I'm passing through, if it is on the health aspect, if it's your health, if it's the weight management, then I remain constant so that I can be able to help them to develop their life, to develop their health. Also, I've learned that I should not base my message on feelings, because that is going to distort my message. I am not going to say I think, no, because if I say this, I'm not believing in myself, and I'm not doing any favor to them. I should believe that I'm here to serve. I'm here to spread my message, to serve, so that people can be able to extract this knowledge from me, and they should be able to be free to ask me questions where they want more clarification, so that they can grow better. And also, I need to understand my audience, so that I can be able to expand my knowledge and explanation into the areas which are going to be impact the actual audience that I have. Because someone might be going through a tough situation, might be they've got like problem with their children, and if I come to understand the audience which I'm addressing, I can also be able to narrow my message into that specific issue that is going on, and that way I can be able to help that person in a better way, instead of giving an ambiguous message that will not be able to help my audience. And I should be able to summarize my message, so that whoever missed a point somewhere, they can be able to get that blueprint of my message. And in that way, if anybody wanted to clarify something, give them an opportunity to ask me questions, and then leave them my contact. Then they can be able to contact me. And also, if I don't know anything about about the message that has actually been delivered to me, I should be confident to own up that I do not know everything. And I will tell them that I'm going to be able to research about it. They can give me their telephone number, they can give me their email, and that will be able to converse further, so that we can be able to clear and to ensure everybody is well informed about what is going on. So in summary, my main area, I'm going to be basing on hope, but I'm going to deliver it in all round setup, because hope is all about us being healthy, spiritually, physically, mentally, in every area of our life. And with all these components are summed together, it makes us become more healthy, more confident, more resilient, and we are able to impact our world. So my message is, I am going to stand for it. Thank you so much, Dr. Sylvia, and the audience.
Wow. That was amazing, Flora. That was powerful. I've been truly inspired. How many of you have been inspired by Flora? I have been. I'm sure all of us. Definitely. Definitely. Wow, thank you, darling. Thank you.
It's great.
And we heard her last week. You were not here. She delivered a powerful message. Yeah, it was incredible about, singing, isn't it? Music. That was
Yes,
powerful.
yes.
I think we'll get you to deliver that again so we can do some singing
Oh,
and
good. Yeah,
dancing.
yes.
Yeah, perfect. So who is next? That was amazing. That was amazing. Who is next? She's giving a great recap of everything. If you just want to, maybe you don't want to go through and give all the recap, sometimes the person who starts set the pace for everyone, but do not be afraid. Okay, that's how you go and speak. Some people before you will speak so well, you cannot give up because they've spoken well. You need to deliver. Okay.
Yeah. Mhm.
Hi, doctor. And I want to ask a question. Maybe some people are so confused. I don't know if all we have to give the recap or do we have to
Sarah, you
talk
remember what
about
we did?
any?
Yeah, sorry, go on, sorry.
No, I answered before.
Remember when I asked at the very beginning, 5 minutes of time to reflect?
Yes.
What's your core message? What's it that,
Yeah.
do you know yourself well? Do you know your core message? Anyway, I'll speak in French later, or Sarah can translate. When I asked this question, remember, I said we won't discuss this now. We'll give a recap, we'll come back to you. That's why I said she's done an incredible summary. You don't have to feel obliged to
Yes.
summarize. You can just tell us she
Yeah.
ended now with all of this knowledge, telling us that this is my
Yeah.
core message in the world to the world, and I will do it unapologetically. So you can just go straight to your core message, what it is, and how you're gonna deliver it. You resolve and all of that from what you have learned.
Yeah. Thank you.
And honestly, sometimes
just-
you don't have to think, because some of us may be thinking, oh, I have to be in a big crowd. It might just be within your community. It might just be amongst the people. Maybe even if you're asylum seeker, you are the only one who is hopeful. A lot of them, beaucoup de gens, comment on dit, avec toi
Les
sont
demandeurs
avec
d'asile.
l'espoir. Oui, donc tu peux parler à ces gens-là. Ce n'est pas que
Yep.
tu dois avoir une audience grande avant de parler. Ça peut être
Yeah.
dans ton communauté. Les gens qui
Yeah.
vivent la même situation comme toi, mais parce que toi, le courage, toi, comment on dit, l'espoir, tu veux leur aider pour donner l'espoir aussi, ou la courage, la confiance. Okay, so it's not like you have to be thinking, oh, I have to go and speak somewhere, maybe the Global Women Leadership Summit. No, okay, just within your home, because there are people, they believe me. Sometimes, even in our situations, you could be that light amongst those who are struggling like you. I've seen a lot of people, not to go far, I've shared about Sarah's case. When you saw her when she was once an asylum seeker, you think that she's an employer of all the asylum seekers. Honestly, she's giving them this, taking them this, showing them. So it is not where you are. I mean, it's not, you don't have to be in a specific place. It starts right there where you are placed. You are there for a purpose. I remember I was reading about this book. I've forgotten his name now. I've read it several times. He was one of those in the concentration camp. Oh my goodness, what's his name again? I think it's The Meaning of Life. I have read this several times. How can I forget his name? Frankie, something Frankie, I can't remember. And he said it was in that concentration camp, he was almost giving up hope. He was a psychiatrist. He understood the power of the mind. And he said that he changed his mind because he realized that a lot of people, all of them, they were hopeless. But he said he knew more. If only he could share and give hope. And the first time he spoke, I think he said they were in one room. Sometimes they would turn the lights off. There will be no lights. They will eat in a very terrible way. He described it very vividly, the experience. And he survived. He came out. But he said that if I am here in this place in this time, I have something that I can share with them. Maybe even though I'm not practicing in the hospital right now, I can be of service to these people. And he said when the light went off once, and then I think they did not even eat that night because they wanted to protect one of their friends. He did something, and if you had called the name of who did it, the person will be severely punished. So everyone decided not to point out who did it. And the punishment was they wouldn't even eat the little food they usually eat. So he was so upset. They were all hungry. And they said, okay, maybe we just tell stories. We just uplift ourselves. He said he just was absolutely not willing to do it. He said, let me just stay and die. But something within him, that's the spirit, told him, just speak. It was incredible. He said when he uplifted, people started laughing. They thanked him. Thank you. I thought that I could even just die now. There is no hope. You've given me, even if it's a week more, to have hope, to keep living, that it can be better. So even in that situation, please, you are giving that message for a purpose. So go on, Sarah, or whoever wants to speak.
Yeah. Good afternoon, everyone. Yeah. My name is Sarah Boye, and I'm going to talk about my message is about all women who are suffering in their marriage in Africa. And I would ask if you've been in that situation, or if you have heard anyone who was suffering, not just in Africa. And right now we are here, we have people all over the world. So my question is, if you have heard suffering, or you have been in that situation. So this is my question. Suffering, there's so many ways that people are suffering mentally. Yeah. So there are some other abuse. So I'm just talking about general suffering. So if you have heard someone suffering, you can just put your hands up, or if it was yourself as well.
Yeah. So I love the fact that you say if you've heard someone, because it's sensitive. So people don't
Yeah,
feel like, oh, I'm
I
going to
know.
expose myself, you know? Yeah. I know. You're meeting people for the first
Yeah.
time. Like, oh, she wants me to tell her that I have problems in my marriage. So that's amazing. So yeah, please, so we can all put our hands up if it's you or you know someone. Yeah.
Or you know, or you have heard about something, a story that, yeah. Thank you very much. I will go, and we are looking at the time. I don't want to start asking other questions as well. And the reason am I talking about this subject because we had a lot of session as well here at the Voice of Nation. And then while we were having session, we had a lot of women was asking so many questions. That's the way we got to know as well. And myself, I got knowledge from Dr. Sylvia. I've learned a lot. So because at the Voice of Nation, when we are talking about subject, we don't just still in one subject. So we talk about everything, because people comes, we may talk about this subject today, but they have other things. So we are open, and we let anyone to ask question. So that's the reason I'm talking about it. And also why I did put specifically in Africa, because there are so many knowledge we are getting here, some other they don't know. And it was a woman in Africa who was suffering about she got married, and then they have two beautiful children, and after that they've got another one, and the girl passed away, and they've got another one again, and it passed away. And the husband started saying so many things to the lady, and he's saying it's her fault. And the family couldn't say anything. They were like, the lady has just to listen about everything, and they were putting all the things on her. And while they were talking like that, she the way she was, and they came to me and then asked me so many questions. Some of them, they were saying they need to end the marriage. So I just came up about the knowledge we got here. And because the lady, she didn't know what to say. And I came to her, I spoke to her, I told her, you are not alone. And right now, I'm telling to the old women to tell them that they are not alone. And because also another thing we have learned, sorry Sorry about that because I have to speak just 1 minute. Someone
That's
is
fine.
here.
Okay, okay.
Someone is here. Sorry, but someone
Okay,
else
that's
could
fine.
take our back.
Perfect, perfect. I will just take over. I mean, that's a very sensitive topic that Sarah is speaking, and we do see a lot of women, unfortunately, and like she was saying, we just want to let you know we are here for you. Honestly, we are absolutely non-judgmental, and that's one of the reasons I believe also we are called to work with women. Like I said, I've had some challenges in my marriage myself. I mean, it might not be we're not comparing, saying it's worse, some people's maybe worse and all of that, but the goal is like to really support you. And I believe I went through that on purpose. So God could use me to be able to impact and support other women. And I think one of our key strategies, like Sarah, we are passionate about this. I'm passionate myself about, supporting women in their relationships, whether they are married or not. We do support a lot of women. We work with couples, we work with women who've been abused. There was a time when we we're even working with domestic abuse shelters, women who have had to leave their homes. We know cases where, unfortunately, I mean, the worst you could think. I will let Sarah speak back and then maybe we can talk on these. I think, yeah, we just want to let you know, and our approach, that's the thing again, just to place emphasis on what Sarah has said. We are very empowering. I mean, I was talking to Latoya the other day because she's now doing apprenticeship with us. If you hear the words we use, we don't use things like help. Help is so vague, and we say empower, we say transform because it's so powerful. We are transforming the whole. Helping could be I give you money, you go eat. But I have not empowered you. Empowerment is like, while I may give you money, I show you other ways that you can make that money yourself. I give you tools, resources. That's what we do at Voice of Nations. While we've worked with so many domestic abuse shelters, I have gone there personally to go help them. I mean, some of the things that they really do are not empowering. There is no point to say, okay, awareness, they just do awareness and then they tell you. It's like they make these women dwell in a lot of hatred. You can't live your life. Someone has abused you. You can't continue to carry them in your everyday life. You've left them. You're making them so important. You're making them so important to make them the center of your life and to give them so much power over your life. What we do, we look at every aspect. We come with empathy. We first of all talk. We hear you. We feel you. We understand. Then later on, come on, rise up and let's go together. We're not going to stay there and throw a pity party. We are not here to celebrate pity. We are not here to condemn those men. Okay, let's look at you. What can we change in you? How can you take ownership of your narration? How can you know that that man does not define your worth and your identity? How can you empower yourself in such a way that you understand that words are truly life or death? If they choose to speak death over you, it has no power. Because what is dead, cannot be resurrected until you and me go nurture and sow it. So you're like, I'm gonna refuse to give it power. I'm not gonna nurture it. I'm not gonna nourish it. It will die a natural death. And I will speak life over myself. I will take time and study myself and understand who I am. Because what we've seen, Sarah, I'm sorry, I know we are all passionate about this. I will leave you. It's your theme now. We'll do something on this. What we have seen as well is like, unfortunately, if you don't work on yourself, and we've seen so many of these women, it's a cycle from one abusive marriage to the next, to the next, to the next. You want to tend to please people. Am I good enough? This man said I wasn't good enough. I wasn't good enough to be a great wife. I was this. So you go to the next. But once you know yourself, oh my goodness, what book is this that I'm writing? I'm not sure if I've published that book yet or it's one of these. It's powerful. I spoke directly to the women. I paused somewhere. It's the power of perception. And I spoke to the women. It has to come out. It's not come out yet. Let me leave on to Sarah. Sarah, it's your talk. It's not mine. We'll come back to that. You're muted, darling. You're muted.
Am I still muted?
No, we can hear you now. You're fine.
So I'll just go straight and then I was speaking to that cousin. I'm speaking to all of us. And then I'm saying here, we are not alone. And because death said to them, you cannot speak, so you have to be quiet. That's what. And then I can see the face of the lady suffering. And because she has been told, you have to be quiet, you can't say anything. And then I'm saying here for all of us, your voice matters, and your dignity is precious. No tradition, no social pressure, and no imposed silence can ever justify suffering, violence, or humiliation. You deserve respect, safety, love, and peace. Love should never hate. Being a wife does not mean enduring injustice. Have the courage to speak, to ask for help, even though they said you don't need to say anything. So ask for help and protect yourself. Seek support from trusted people, community, organization, or professional who can work with you. Taking care of yourself is not a weakness. It is an act of strength. Your life has value. Your well-being matters. You deserve health, dignity, life filled with hope. So that is it, my message for all our women. So thank you very much.
Oh, wow, that's amazing, Sarah. That's amazing. And definitely, like you said, it's a thing that is at our heart, at the core of the work we do. So maybe you don't know, we do a lot of things. Please do reach out. There is confidentiality. It doesn't make you any less, like Sarah said, you are worthy. You are destined for greatness. You are dignified. You are valuable. If that man does not see your word, it's time. I'm not saying let go, okay? Don't get me wrong. My goal, our goal, Sarah and myself, we are not the ones that say, hey, come on, divorce. We understand marriage is a powerful institution created by God until everything has been done. But what we say, if you are being physically, we did a program the other time with my husband, physically beating my beloved, can you, like Sarah said, protection? Live in the meantime, because if you die, then you cannot even live your purpose. The message you've got to be delivered will be wasted. And the Lord will be like, how careless. I don't think it's God's intent that any human, only Jesus was supposed to be crucified by human beings, not you. You cannot die for another person. If it's a physical, let's make this disclaimer. Please reach out. There are so many ways we can support you. But if it's not that, we are not telling you run away. The thing is, like Sarah said, your peace and your what you deserve peace, you deserve joy. I want to let you know that your peace is not determined by another person, be your child, your spouse. And let me tell you, you can be at peace even in the midst of chaos. If it means you have to stay in that place now for financial reason, maybe you cannot leave that home, you can still choose to have peace if you want to. Peace is a fruit of the Spirit. One of the favorite quotes I love to use is that of J.F. Kennedy. He once said, if there cannot be peace in the world, some people are fighting world peace. Do you know that? When they are struggling only within their own home, only within themselves to have peace, they are fighting internal mental battles. Yet they're saying there is war in Ukraine. We are so superficial. Resolve. Anyone at unrest cannot bring peace. I cannot give what I do not have. Simple. If I'm a person who is chaotic, who brings pain, like Sarah said, love does not hate. If I'm a person who is full of love, I cannot hate, no matter what. So he said, if there cannot be peace in the world, let there be peace in the nations. Nations are smaller. If there cannot be peace in the nations, let there be peace in the cities. Cities are smaller compartments than a nation. If there cannot be peace in the cities, we added this, one of my mentors, Reverend Song, let there be peace in the neighborhoods. It's very small. If there cannot still be peace in your neighborhood, maybe your neighbor is really mad and crazy, you cannot force them. Let there be peace in your home. Okay, we've come now to the home, but we know even in the home, like I said, we are fighting battles with our children, with our spouses, with our loved ones. If there cannot be peace still in your home, let there be peace within you. The
Mm.
ultimate peace that surpasses every human understanding, that comes from the source of peace himself, the Spirit of God that dwells in you. Remember, you are a spiritual being having a natural physical experience. As you stay there, work on yourself, but I guarantee you one thing. If you understand you are the light of the world, darkness and light do not coexist. So let nobody in that environment put you down. You will shine so bright that people who are not comfortable being in the light will leave. I've seen cases where my presence, people thought they could abuse me. Only my presence, even I've shared, my hubby, he's sitting there, we shared that. I think he's gonna say now. But I've shared it before and he knows. He's not. I will step in sometimes, we're having an argument, he's like this, maybe negative. I'm like, hey, you know what? Honestly, even the kids. Because if there is that in that home, it's true, as much as we want to protect our children. But like I said, you cannot, if somebody is being loud and being that, and I'm just like, hey, you know what? I'm the light of this home. Where I step in, light takes over. And I'm decreeing. There is peace. We are blessed. I'm this, I'm that. Over time, he's quiet. You cannot, the energy, words are energy. You cannot be speaking a higher frequency energy. I am blessed. My children are blessed. This home is full of peace. I bring peace wherever I go. There is light wherever I step. Someone is like, oh, you're terrible. Except they are really psychologically sick. But over time, their word has no power. Your children, the environment will take over. You will feel a natural change of environment. Someone said the other time, I think it was Flora, praising is her way. Even with me, it was one of my greatest ways of getting off the state of which I am. Because when you are praising at that time, I'm not even looking at my problem. Because sometimes we may fight based on my own physical battle. You know their weakness. You are not. But once you step into the spiritual realm with praise and worship, it's like the Spirit of God. It's like the energy. It's like you are exalted, you are uplifted, you are no longer physical, you are a spiritual being. Spirit has power over this physical flesh. You take over. The environment transpires with your energy. You need to. And the more you hear it, walk in, they feel uncomfortable. I've trained people. One lady, for the first time in my life, my husband spoke and I smiled and said, hey, darling. I use darling even. I am incredible. I will call you. You see that even with my work, you're abusing, sweetheart, honey. It's become so natural that I don't even notice it. Okay. She said, I'm like, darling, you cannot keep telling me who I am. No, you can't. You don't know me better than me. Enough of that now. He said the husband was shocked. That was the first time she's never been able to. That's not affronting. That's telling him truth. And he was like, because we've just unconsciously allowed them. It says, let the believing woman by your attitude transform the unbelieving man. I'm not blaming anyone. I'm not saying enough, but we have to do it. That's why it says faith comes by hearing and hearing and hearing. You have to speak it. You have to hear it. You have to make all the walls of your home hear it. If you're not still feeling that peace when you step in, then the walls of your home have not heard those lively talks enough. So you've got to repeat and repeat and repeat and repeat and repeat. That's the power of affirmation. New pathways are created. People who don't want to be in that environment, like I have prayed prayers. People in my environment, I'm not going to say they have left in my home while I was praying. It's my home. I take over loud. They have walked out. One of them said, your prayer. Actually, literally said that to me. I'm like, where you say your prayer does? I say, you've not seen anything yet. She said, your prayer, you've not seen anything yet. It means it will haunt you. But I'm just praying. All my prayers are life and words. So, beloved, you are women are so powerful. Honestly, we are so powerful.
Yes.
That's why God could use us as vessels to bring children on this earth. Do you know what your body went through? All those changes, you are so resilient. Look at it. Women are more abused than men. Majority of abusive relationships or abuse, violence is against women. But do you know what? The highest amount of suicide is not women. Women do not commit suicide. They are men of that age. Women are, you know what? Because they come, they speak, they build themselves up, they see I've got a greater purpose to live than for a man. So thank you so much. We've gone so much. We are so passionate. Please, please reach out. Sarah, thank you so much for that. Thank you.
You're
Thank
welcome, Doctor.
you. What's the time?
No, 10 to
9.
10 to.
Oh, that's
You're
great.
welcome. Thank you.
Perfect. So please do reach out. I don't know if you people want to, that's the thing with us, public speaking. You want to talk more on this? Sarah, what do you think? What do you think? It's a sensitive topic. We don't just want to jump. That's what we do. We can still
Oh, yeah.
touch. Yeah, it's very
Yeah.
sensitive, honestly. I don't just want to I'm putting a full stop because of time. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And maybe people think just they have to deliver message. Also, as Dr. Sylvia said, maybe you have something you want to comment, you have a question you want to ask. So please, you can ask now, say anything you want, or you didn't understand anything, please ask question then. So it's open. Yeah, I can see Shino wanted to say something.
Perfect. Thank you, darling.
Yeah. Hello, shalom, shalom.
Shalom.
I love that. Shalom.
Shalom.
It is not like that. I'm so speechless. Sometimes after Dr. Sylvia said, it takes me a lot to digest it and then to start to, and Sister Flora, she just touches me somewhere too. But I'll just say I've got a lot, but I still want to have time to digest it and to put it in a way that I can say it. I don't know how can I say it. Maybe you just understand what I want to say. But for now, because of time also, I will just say a lot. Just small, like to say, sometimes when I miss this our show, I just feel like it's like I lost millions of diamonds, but I just want to say I'm very happy now. I have learned a lot too. I'm so beautiful, I'm so incredible. Sometimes I just tell myself that I can even see that now I'm just grown up. I can even remember telling someone that I am the princess of the Voice of Nations of today and forever. which I'm starting to do it, practicing, especially in those ladies whom I'm staying with them here. I have already seen that I have grown up, because of Dr. Sylvia's programs. They just make me to speak up. At first, I can even hear something, then I just want to say it, but I can't. But it shows me that it just gives that time to learn how to speak. Now I know I am here, supposed to say this and this and this, but this is very good. And what I can say that I remember, or what I can appreciate to myself, and remember what you always said to us, we should remember who we are. Every time when I want to speak up, I say, Shino, I just speak to me first. Shino, remember who you are, because I am the light of the world, like she just said now. I'm just not afraid of the darkness. I am already saying that my life is already beautiful. No matter I'm going through a lot or what, but my life is already beautiful. This is some ways which I'm always motivating myself about. And I'm always telling myself that I'm not gonna stop shining because of the power that I have in me. So I have to speak out. I have to show that I am a value, like she always said, and I remember, even if maybe I'm not saying like she said, she's supposed sometimes give us example of about, I tell myself that I'm a value vessel. So I'm going to get there. I'm going to sit down and listen. I'm going to talk to someone. And right now, I just want to clap myself, because here I'm with 5 ladies, which we are 6. It is about something like forgiveness. It's like we are now in the house. It is not good at all. There's something like sour talks and whatever, but I managed to say myself that I'm going to sit down. I have to talk to the ladies, and I'm supposed to teach about love, teach about forgiveness. But at first, I was just asking myself, how am I going to do it? We are just different. One is from Sarah's country. I'm sorry to say that. Congo, Somalia, Vietnam, me, Botswana, Eritrea. I forgot about the other one. Then I asked myself, how are you going to confront them? But I say, but I have to do it, because I remember Dr. Sylvia, she always said that dreams delayed are not dreams denied, if
Yeah.
I'm not lying. So
Mm.
what I'm dreaming, and I want to dream myself, to see myself being like Dr. Sylvia. I want to speak whatever in me, because sometimes you can do something. I can see that this is not good. We have to share. And sometimes I just feel shy. Then I say, no, I'm killing the talent. Maybe God wants me to, because of my little word, even if it is not a special word, but I always tell myself the positive. I said, the word we are going to take out, whether it's a little or what, is a special. This is a special word.
Yeah,
Then I
it's
just sit them down, say, ladies, let's talk about forgiveness. We
yeah.
are ladies here. We are not supposed to stay like the way I can see that we are staying in the house. This is not very good. I just want to clap my hands for me, because I managed to talk some of the things that right now we are now building the forgiveness in the house. So the time is up. I think the topic will go on or go on. I will take my time and set up some
Wow.
my things. But I just want to say that I want to say thank you very much, Dr. Sylvia. It is not like that. Sometimes when you talk, we are not here. We are here, but sometimes you need time to set it out. How are you going to say it? And I just want to tell you, and beautiful ladies of princess ladies of Voice of Nations, that we are now growing up every day. God favors us, and she just just free. Imagine, sometimes I say, imagine this thing in my country, just to get in, to listen, to say something. You need some millions, but here, God give us a light. Someone who's just giving. This is that can make me bright when I go home. So let's just clap our hands to our beautiful Princess Dr. Sylvia, and all of us, not meaning that we are not
Everyone, yeah, and to
beautiful.
our wonderful, beautiful Princess Shino.
So thank
Thank
you very much
you.
for your motivation words for a day. When I miss this thing, I cry. It's like I just lost a diamond. Thank you. This is for the day.
Oh, wow. That was
Thank you.
amazing.
Thank
Our
you.
wonderful, beautiful, blessed princess.
Yeah,
Honestly, you
yeah.
touched my heart. That was amazing. Spoke
Oh,
so
thank
well,
you
so
very much.
powerfully. And honestly, this is a prophecy as well. You're going to be far greater than me. Okay? You're going to be far greater
Hallelujah.
than me. Yeah, because
I
the Lord has
receive
given
it.
Amen.
me the impact you do
Amen.
can be greater. Isn't it? Jesus said, the work that I
Amen.
do, if you believe, you will do better, greater work.
Yes.
Definitely. The teacher is always like pride and joy. All of us, Sarah, when we see people excelling and we're like, oh, thank God I was a part of their journey. I'm super proud of you. And look at what she said right there in her home, in her hostel. Thank God for your life. Touching
Thank
those
you
women.
very much.
Shino, you just talk on forgiveness. I will send you last month. I have this Women of Faith group. I don't know. I just put I forgot. I'm sorry. It's mostly for Christian women, so I don't want to push it on people and all that. The whole of last month, from the 1st to the 31st, I did on forgiveness,
Oh,
the
yeah,
power
yeah.
of forgiveness. That was our theme. It was powerful. You know how I speak. If the Lord leads me, it was powerful. I've had a lot of people. So there are 31 messages on forgiveness.
Amen.
Yes, I will share with you so you can help them. Yes, Daddy.
Amen.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
If anybody needs that as well, let me know. I've got some other messages, but like I said, I'll quote scriptures and stuff like that. But it's so powerful. It's so helpful, honestly. Even here, it will benefit you a lot. And you can share with other women. That was wonderful. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Shino. That was amazing.
Thank you
And
very
as
much.
Dr. Sylvia, or as the Bible also said, and if we don't apply what we learn, so there's nothing. So, and to see that we can see Voice of Nation everywhere.
Amen.
Wonderful princess taking the the mandate and
Yeah.
transforming lives. And you become the queen. We want so many queens. We are all queens. I think it's over time. From today, you are the queen. She's now the queen of Voice of Nations. Come on, let's give a hand for our queen. There can be many queens. It doesn't want to. We are all the queens of Voice of Nations. Yeah.
Yes.
So we're gonna create more princesses.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Shino. Do we have any other person who'd like to say something, please? Because of the time. So even 1 minute, 30 seconds. If you have, as Dr. Sylvia said, we don't need to stop just because of the time. Just say if you have something to say. Over to you. Tu as quelque chose à dire? So if not, we will go back to Dr. Sylvia then. And what I want just to say is thank you very much. And Dr. Sylvia, as Sister Shino said, and being in the session, we are learning every day. And thank you for always being there and giving all of us this opportunity. And also thank you to everyone, because as Dr. Sylvia always said, it's not just from Dr. Sylvia, from you too. Everything you bring to us, we also learn from you. So thank you.
Yeah.
I totally agree with Sarah. We just want to thank you all so very much, honestly. Your wisdom, your contribution, your your experiences. We know this was not much of a subject where we shared experiences like we do in other ones, like the Mental Resilience Program, but you have shared some incredible, wisdom with us, and we are truly grateful. We are so thankful. And please do keep sending your feedback. Let us know if there's anything. Please, please. It must not be linked to this. What you want us to do next, where you think there is a gap you want us. We are here to support you. That's what we do. Everything on personal development, transformation, so you become your best self and impact and transform the world. And we just want to make you, again, just to remind you as we close on this note, what Sarah just touched. And a lot of women, we know what you are going through. And unfortunately, like we have said it again and again, this affects us. But I'm so grateful. I'm so happy. I'm so proud of you all that you are beginning to know who you are, and you know that nobody dictates your identity. Your identity is given to you by your creator, and your purpose and things like that. You know your worth. But I just want you to remember this wherever you are. If anyone is treating you unkindly in a very terrible way that you don't deserve, the truth is I cannot change people. No matter how much, me and Sarah cannot come and beat them and change them. That's what we cannot do. Unfortunately, I cannot, even in my own home. We can only change ourselves. Everyone is given the free will, even God. That's why he lets us become what we can go against his will, because he's giving us that free will to make decisions. Some people have turned against him that it doesn't even exist. So, but what I want you to know, while you cannot change him, you can change yourself, and you can put the narrative out there. You should know if they are losing you, they are losing Diamond, they are losing a worthy, incredible, it can be even your friend. Don't cry over a friend who walked away. Know your worth and value, that you only bring value wherever you go. They're going to regret having such a valuable and worthy person like you and miss you. Some people, you can show them all the best, they are just who they are. They are not ready to change. Like I always give this example. Take a diamond and throw it in a pig star. What would they do? Diamond pigs don't recognize diamond. They will stumble on it. They will look at it like any other mud. They will even prefer their mud to the diamond. They will go for their mud 24/7 than going for that precious jewel. So think about yourself in that way. You are that super precious diamond jewel in an environment where you are not acknowledged and appreciated. It does not change your worth. That diamond's worth will not be changed. In fact, it might even start attracting people now to the peak star because there is a diamond there. So remember who you are, like we said.
Amen.
God bless you all. Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you very much for everyone who's gonna see on Friday. Please, the time has changed. We have to be here at 9:30.
Please have past.
And you know the reason. If you are not here, nothing will happen. If you are not here on time. So we have to be here at 9:30. So thank you very much. We love you.
Oh, thank you all
Thank
so
you.
very much.
Okay, thank you.
Oh, we love you all. And please do send your questions. And maybe if you want to stay a little bit, Sarah, are they providing refreshment on that day?
I was about to talk about that. I wanted to tell you
Okay, we're gonna talk
really
about
need
that.
to
We're gonna talk about that.
do something.
Yeah, because I think the city council was supposed to provide according to the funding, but we'll do something about that.
Okay,
And if you want to just stay maybe a little bit longer, we can give you an opportunity in person to just share, do a talk, which is different in person when everyone is there. So you stand up in front of us and just speak. And if you want, we can record you so you can go and listen to yourself, take the feedback, be so proud of yourself. So let's do that. What do you all think? What do you all think if you have time?
Yeah, I think it's a good. Thank you, Doctor, for that. So we can stay a bit longer and then thank you.
Yep. We're gonna do our best to get some sandwiches and stuff like that. But if you want to come with something that's welcome, and please do share because of the time and all that. Yeah, but I'll talk with Sarah about that. Thank you so much. We love you all. So get ready for Friday as well. You're staying back a bit and you are sharing your wonderful inspirational message. We love you all. Bye. God bless.
Bye.
Bye.